My parents told me they spent my wedding fund on my sister's business a week before my wedding. Lucy's has been the golden child since birth. When I was her age, my parents had strict curfews, made me work for spending money, and grilled me about grades constantly. Lucy? She's failed 3 classes, never had a job, and spends hundreds weekly on clothes while living rent-free. Last year, she announced she was skipping college to become a fashion entrepreneur. Her grand plan? A denim line called Lucy's Luxe. I saw her sketches, basic jeans with rhinestones slapped on. No business plan, no market research, just vibes and delusion. My parents were skeptical until her equally delusional friends hyped her up at a family barbecue. Lucy's gonna be the next big thing, they gushed. She's so creative and business-minded. I pulled my dad aside. This will fail spectacularly. She's never even balanced a checkbook. But Lucy turned on the waterworks, claiming I was jealous of her success. My parents caved and invested $45,000 of their savings. Fast forward to December. I got engaged to my college sweetheart, Emily, and we started wedding planning. My parents had always promised they'd pay for my wedding. They'd been setting money aside since I was little. So when Emily and I toured venues, I went big. Riverside Manor for $8,000, catering for 180 guests at $6,500, flowers, photography, the works. Emily's family contributed $3,000, but the bulk was supposed to come from my parents' fund. We drained our savings account, $12,000 we'd been saving for a house down payment, but my parents kept reassuring me, "Don't worry, honey, we've got you covered." 3 days ago, we're having Sunday dinner at their place. Lucy's complaining about her college application essays while picking at mom's roast. That's when dad clears his throat. So, about the wedding fund, my stomach dropped. We need to talk. Long story short, they'd blown the entire wedding fund, $18,000, on Lucy's denim brand. Not only that, but they dipped into it months ago and just never told me. "But you already paid for everything," mom said cheerfully, cutting another slice of pie. "So clearly you had the money. We figured you'd understand." I sat there in shock while Lucy smirked into her dessert. Emily squeezed my hand under the table, but I could see the panic in her eyes. We had $800 left in our checking account. I stayed calm, smiled, told them it was totally fine, and I understood. Then Emily and I left. The moment we got home, I opened Facebook and typed out everything. Every conversation, every broken promise, every dollar amount. I posted Lucy's failed business Instagram with its 43 followers and explained how my parents prioritized her pipe dream over my once-in-a-lifetime day. Within an hour, I had 200 comments and 150 shares. By the next morning, it had reached people in my hometown I hadn't spoken to in years. The comments were brutal, calling out my parents' favoritism and Lucy's entitlement. 2 days later, I got a call from Thompson & Associates law firm, some lawyer claiming my parents were suffering severe emotional distress from my defamatory social media campaign. I had 24 hours to delete the post or face a lawsuit. An hour after that call, mom phones me sobbing. Dad had a heart attack. It was all my fault. The humiliation, the stress. I was ending my own father with my vindictive post. I felt sick. I started drafting an apology post when something felt off. I called Dad's cardiologist. Dr. Mason has treated him for years. Heart attack? No, your father hasn't been admitted anywhere. I saw him last week for his routine checkup. Blood pressure's fine. I drove straight to their house. Dad was on the back deck in his favorite lawn chair, drinking a glass of wine and reading the newspaper. Not exactly heart attack recovery behavior. When he saw me, he had the audacity to look annoyed. "What are you doing here?" That's when I knew they'd fabricated the entire medical emergency to manipulate me into silence. I went home and not only unarchived my original post, but added a detailed update about their fake heart attack lie, complete with a photo of Dad looking perfectly healthy on his deck. This time, the post really exploded. 800 comments, shared over 500 times. People were disgusted by the manipulation attempt. My wedding was yesterday. Mom, Dad, and Lucy were complete no-shows. Lucy's business flopped, sold 10 pairs of jeans before she got bored and abandoned the whole thing.